going on, everybody? Welcome to another Mahalo Halo Las Vegas and then some. I'm your girl, Tony Rose, with my wonderful sister.
Hey, guys. It's the people's bestie, MC Leps, and me and Tony Rose are coming at you with big love all the way from the 702. And, of course, always keeping it live in the 725. Hey, girl.
It's hot.
It is hot.
The fumes are rising.
Yes. I actually posted something earlier this week, and
I said, gosh, I was laughing at your
Lord,
post.
Whatever you're cooking outside, it's done. It's done already. It's like burnt. But anyways, yes, sister.
It's so true. We came back from California and we saw all the traffic coming out of Vegas. I was like, yeah, that's a good idea.
I know.
Oh, I'm glad. We're still here. We're just hanging in there. I know the peak of the hot months are here, but
yes.
It's going to get better. It's going to get cooler.
We always complain about the heat, and then all of a sudden it goes cold, and then we're like, we can't wait till the summer.
And then my boots.
And then you're like, oh, yeah. So we get two extremes here, little sprinkles of fall and winter. I mean, was it spring and fall?
Yes.
Yeah. But then, now we're in the heat. We're in the thick of it. So,
in the thick of it. Right. How you been doing? How's summer? I'm so excited for the news.
I'm excited
this week.
Yeah.
What is going on this week?
Oh my gosh! So, we actually had the opportunity. Our group, our professional pro team, Tavakanui, had a chance to be at Holo Holo, the festival this year here in Las Vegas.
Yes.
And now I get the opportunity to go and actually kind of co-MC with Big Body Cisco and Western Conference
What's up, guys?
at Holo Holo in San Diego.
No, that's great news. I know that's a huge stage, and for you to just be a part of that family, I think it's a great opportunity, and it's just a great vibe for everything. It's San Diego is going to be really nice.
Well, it's my hometown, so I'm coming back. 619-702 is coming at you.
I love it.
So it's going to be good. I'm really excited about that, and nervous but anxious, but you know what? I have peace, and I'm good to go. I'm ready for it, and it's been it's not nothing new. So let's just get out there and stay focused, and
I love it, sister.
Make it happen for them.
What is it? 3 days, and who's counting?
I know, right?
Like I'm excited
3 days, 2 hours, and 55 seconds.
2 milliseconds. Ta-da. Well, today's show is going to be an exciting one because we have some young ladies joining us today. Not only are they the young ladies joining us, they are my family, and one of them will be running, or is actually a candidate for the Miss Philippines USA 2024. And so we are here with her family as well for support, of course, right? So we have Sophia, and we also have Liana. Say hi, guys.
Hi. No worries.
I know that he gets to us. I wanted to introduce Jade because Jade is running she's the candidate for Miss Philippines USA 2024, and it takes a lot of just courage to be on that stage. But you know what? I think you're prepared, and you've kind of you're groomed for this. I think our family we're very supportive. Your family especially is very supportive of one another as far as going on stage and partaking in whether career or entertainment. How do you feel, and what made you join this pageant?
Well, what made me join this pageant is that I am proud to be Filipina. I've always been proud to be Filipina, throughout high school. And I also saw it as a platform to represent my Filipino community.
Right.
Mm-hmm. However, when I was younger, I did find it hard to love myself. Mm-hmm. Growing up in a community where there weren't many kids that were Filipino or were like me. So I also wanted to do this, to be a role model for young Filipinas, to teach them to love and embrace their roots.
Oh, I love that. Where did you grow up, Jade? Let's tell the audience.
I grew up in Santa Clarita, California.
Mm-hmm. And where is that, right?
We love California.
Santa Clarita, California. It's right above the valley, north of the valley.
Okay, so that's north of the San Fernando Valley, for those that are not too familiar. And then, so you grew up there your entire life. So did you ever experience other kids that are like you? Are there a lot of Filipinos in your community, or how did that feel growing up?
As I grew older, more Filipinos started coming into my life, and a lot of them came from different areas since middle school, this is when it started.
Okay.
Because that's when all the elementaries go to middle school.
Right.
So talking to some of my friends, they did feel the same way. It was hard to get along with some kids.
Right.
Because, I mean, there's racism out there. So they experienced the same way, and I really got to meet others that experienced the same thing.
Had your same experience, right. I mean, growing up in SoCal, it's pretty much a melting pot. Sophia, you grew up where?
I grew up in New Jersey.
Okay. New Jersey, and then now you're currently living in?
Now I currently live in Arizona.
Okay, so let's talk about the juxtaposition, or like compare the two. What was more challenging for you growing up?
They're complete opposites where I live now.
Okay.
I moved a lot, so living in Jersey, I was only there when I was little, so I don't really remember. Much. But living in Arizona now, it's like I know what I want. I have a lot of friends out there. I've been there for a while. It's like stable.
Right.
Struggle growing up, probably making friends, like Jade said, because I moved a lot, so it's kind of a different reason. It's hard to keep a friend when you move, especially when you're in 5th grade and don't have a phone to like keep in touch with.
Right.
I know, that's right.
Oh my gosh, remember those days? We didn't have phones either.
No, we
had
didn't.
pebbles.
We had pigeons. We had owls.
Yes. How about you, Leanna? Let's talk about you, because I know you guys are all very active in your I guess you're an athlete, right? So you are well-rounded as far as, socializing and all of that. But growing up, did you associate with any kind of, not issues, but did you experience something like Jade? Because you guys grew up in Santa Clarita.
Well, when I was little in the elementary, there was very little Filipinos growing up, and in middle school we went into quarantine. So I also kind of lost that, social ability to hang out with other people.
Right.
And when I got into high school, there was a lot more, people in the Filipino community.
Right.
And me and my friends started clubs for Filipino culture at our school.
Okay.
And there's the Asian Student Union at our school that is also started by some of our other friends. And all together, we kind of just come together as a community.
Yeah.
And talk about our similarities and differences.
I love that. And especially in sports, you guys are all,
Yeah.
you come from all different kinds of backgrounds, so it's easier for you guys to kind of, mesh together, and it doesn't even matter where you're from or, how you got there. Now it's just a sport, right? So tell me a little bit more about your experience, Jade. How far has this, pageant brought you? What were the steps to get there?
The steps to get there have been all new to me, to be transparent. This is my very first pageant. I never thought I would be a pageant girl.
Right. No, talk
I
about
never thought I would do that. But yeah, I had to learn how to walk in heels.
Right.
I had to buy specific heels, stilettos,
See?
and platform.
I still need to learn how to walk in stilettos.
Right, I still just
You're gonna
need to walk.
teach us. Yeah. That'll be another episode, okay?
Yes, I would definitely teach you. But yeah, learning how to walk in heels, it is harder than it looks.
Right.
I thought this would be the least of my worries.
Right.
But I have to videotape myself and see what I look like walking, and I'm like, wow, I really look like that.
Yeah, it takes practice,
It
right?
does,
Yeah.
But so what's the hardest thing coming out of your shell? I mean, I know there's a lot of demand for you to, answer certain questions, be in front of the camera, meet and greet people. What's the hardest thing that you're experiencing so far? Or what's the most challenging, not hard?
I think the most challenging part so far is overall preparing for a pageant.
Okay.
Not just walking, but you need to learn how to talk to people, how to converse with people, how to continue a convo, and also speak with businesses, because currently I've been meeting with sponsors. For example, I met with one of my sponsors over the weekend, and we had a little rush dinner party. And then also emailing and reaching out to people that would like to sponsor me.
Taking initiative, yeah.
Okay.
So learning how to communicate respectfully to people, and being hey, I humbly seek your sponsorship. Will you sponsor me?
Yeah. And tell me, did you have any questions, sis? Because I wanted to just go into her support from mom. because being as moms, I wanted to, I know your moms and dad, of course, are a big sponsor or support for you. And I know that your mom couldn't join you here, but what is that like for you? What's the most important part as far as support? Like who has your back, and what do you need in order to get to that comfort level?
Honestly, my mom has been one of the biggest supporters so far. I find sometimes it is hard for me to prepare for my pageant because with the itinerary we have of rehearsals, events, sponsor visits, we also need to find time to practice walking, practice our questions, practice on our own time.
Right.
And all in between that, we also need to physically and mentally take care of ourselves.
Right.
So, on top of that, preparing for my evening gown that I'll be wearing on July 28th. My mom has been looking for me, and just the little things like that, looking online for inspiration for dresses that I can wear to my coronation night is a big help to me. And also, I appreciate my grandparents as well. They've been reaching out to so many people in the Philippines and all over that they've helped. Vote for me for Miss Philippines USA 2024.
Okay.
Yeah. How does that feel being international? It's not that you're just representing Santa Clarita. You're now going to represent Philippines, right? So if there's a chance, which if you do win, you take the crown. That's a big responsibility, but how fun is that to be able to experience that with your people, right? So what's the next step? Where are you going to be on July 28th? What is that going to look like?
So July 28th is our coronation night. This is where everybody wins their titles, and it's going to be in Alex Theater, Glendale.
Okay.
Glendale, Arizona, right? Or
California.
Okay, I was like, Glendale, 'cause I was like, wait, because I'm like,
Arizona.
Okay, because I was like, just want to make sure.
Yeah.
So this is all happening in California. Okay, all right.
So July 28th.
Okay, so I do have a question.
Yeah.
So you said this is your family. So how, because you said you're from Jersey and you live in Phoenix. I was like, what is this? Are you guys all cousins? What's going on here?
So a little backstory. I've known all these girls since birth.
Okay.
And their parents have been my family friends since I was very, very young, like maybe 10. Actually, my best friend is married into their family.
Okay.
But we all went to school together, so they're like my babies, right? So I've seen them grow, and it's funny. We're just talking about how she's 20 years old now, and she just graduated. I attended her graduation. Leanne is in high school, and these girls have been a pivotal part of my kids' lives too, because they've just seen each other grow up, and now they're young ladies, and we want to be able to support, especially if you're taking those next steps in your career. Let's talk about what you're majoring in college and where you're attending.
I'm currently attending Mount St. Mary's University. I'm going to be a third year, and I am currently a nursing student with achieving my Bachelor's of Science in Nursing.
Nice.
Okay, so the Miss Philippines, going back to the pageant, it's happening in California. This is the actual representing of the country, Miss Philippines, correct? And so have you been to actually travel to the Philippines and visited the country, or you plan on going there soon?
We were actually planning to go 2020.
Before.
But COVID happened, and that really delayed our trip. So I am hoping to go because I have not gone yet.
Okay.
This will be the time. I think this is a good opportunity to maybe, and you never know what kind of opportunities this pageant's going to bring for you. So July 28th, that's what time is that going to take place? And then also, how can we help support in the voting process? Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah. I believe it's happening 7 p.m. Definitely in the evening. I haven't gotten a confirmation for that yet.
Okay.
I just know it's that day.
July 28th, Alex Theater, and that's going to be your coronation. And then that will be, that'll also award the actual winner for Miss Philippines, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
All the titles. All
right.
Okay. How many girls are currently in the pageant?
Currently, I believe there's 32.
Wow.
32.
Okay.
All right.
So what about in your division? So there's how many categories are there?
So there is Miss Philippines, which is 20 to 28 years old.
Okay.
Miss Young Philippines, which is 15 to 19, and the Mister category.
Oh, there's a Mister.
There's a Mister.
Okay.
Oh,
And is that any age or?
I actually don't know the age
Okay.
of that one, but I believe it would be the same as my age. So
Yeah,
20 to
Mister.
28.
All right.
Then a young mister. You
Then
know
a
what I'm
very
saying?
young.
So if you have a young miss, then I'm sure there is a young mister. But that's
Yes.
pretty exciting. I've never heard of a mister. Okay.
I know, that's really cool. So is it in conjunction with Miss Philippines too? Do you see the men partake in the questions and the walks?
Yes.
How's that?
Nice. I
We
love
just
that.
did our press presentation on June 30th,
Mm-hmm.
and they're also walking the stage with us. So far, we call them our kuyas because they've been so supportive
Oh,
of all the
nice.
girls, and
Mm-hmm.
likewise, we are so supportive of them as well.
Yeah. What about you girls? Let's talk about the support for your cousin here because you guys are all about 2 years apart. How do you see pageantry? What is it for you ladies as far as, how do you feel about pageantry? Like Jade said, she didn't think she would be a pageant girl, but then once you're in it and you experience it, it's a lot harder than just the makeup and the glam and, all of that. So talk about what you've seen your cousin go through.
So I'll go first. I think I never would think Jade would be in a pageant. She was always very to herself, but at the same time, I'm really proud of her because as the oldest cousin, we all watched her grow up. We all looked up to her. We all wanted to wear what she wanted to wear. If we saw her wearing makeup, we all wanted to wear makeup. And when we would all hang out, we would all look up to Jade and want to be like Jade. So it's now she's doing the pageant and we're all supporting her.
Good.
I'm not gonna get in a pageant now that she's going, but I'm proud of her from over here.
Right.
I love that.
I agree with Sophia. Jade lives very close to me, so I'm always at her house. And every time when I was little, she would always be doing stuff with her other friends, and I would always try to be included with them because I always looked up to her like my older sister. And seeing her do this pageant, I kind of feel like it is something she would do because she loves taking photos and she loves getting dressed up.
Yeah.
I love that.
Me personally, I would not do that because I'm more than I like sports and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm honestly really proud of her, and it seems very stressful, walking in those really high heels and having to get ready and present yourself all the time.
Well, it's also a cultural thing too, right? It's you're the eldest of your cousins, and it's you want to be able to represent correctly. So you have a whole village that's looking up to you. So how does that feel? What is that? Is that a lot of pressure, or are you just excited to have their support? Period.
I'm honestly just excited to have their support. I mean, since they're my family, I've always loved being a role model to them. I think it's so cute when they're oh, I want to wear makeup too. And I've always loved that, so I just appreciate their support overall.
Yeah, and especially growing up in California, and there's a lot of, there's pressure. I mean, social media doesn't help much, right? So when you guys are scrolling through these things, and let's just talk about young ladies, your experience. How is that for you guys looking through social media? Is that realistic for you, or can you guys filter out, what's real and what's not?
I kind of I don't really, if I see a girl on social media that's pretty, I'm okay. I don't want to live up to other standards. I'm just okay with myself. I can't change something. Right now, if I wanted a plastic surgery or this and that, I'm only 18 years old.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go do that. And you can kind of tell when stuff is edited and stuff like that. But it's if they want to represent themselves like that, then that's their way of doing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell, Tony, that you're so proud of these young ladies. I mean, I can honestly, just by hearing the support from the family, how important it is, of course, and especially with your role model, being a role model to your family, I can see that it's being more confident and building that self-confidence, and that is also a reflection of both of you guys, because you're I love her, and I'm supporting her, but I'm confident in what I'm doing, because I love sports, and you're I'm confident, and that's one thing that I can see just by in you guys' conversation, and this excitement for this Miss Philippines, and now you can, portray that on this bigger platform and share it not only with, continue to share it with your family, but also now with, more young people, especially young Filipinas that are out there that may feel that insecurity growing up, or that they're scared or not aware of who they are as far as in their culture. So this is really an exciting time for you guys to, especially nowadays, because people are still so looking for their identity. And I'm so blessed that you guys are here to just share this, and I can see the confidence. I'm excited for this. And you said once again it's July 28th, and it's happening at the where?
Alexis Theater in Glendale,
Oh
California.
my goodness, I am just wow.
And I think for the ladies, you guys are growing up in such a time where you have the opportunity to really step out of your comfort zone.
Right.
And just take those chances, and just really challenge yourself to be something that you never thought you would be, like a pageant girl, right? I was surprised, but not really surprised. I was like, oh my God, Jade, that's great. But once you're in it, and then you have the support of your family. Of course, there's a voting process for certain things. Then you really see that people are really rooting for you, and that gives you the extra push and the confidence to keep going, right? So.
Yeah. Is there a website? For the Miss Philippines that they can maybe look at? So if they want to do that voting process, they can check it out and make sure that they see your beautiful face on there and be like, click. I'm gonna vote for her.
We can post that link on our lower third, and we can include that on our caption once we have it on. Anthony, do you have that by chance? We have our sponsor, 9 Doors Down, in the house.
All right.
So what's next? You guys are here in Vegas. You guys are enjoying your time. What have you guys gotten into? I mean, you guys are doing a quick trip just to do this quick interview and then also explore the town. So what do you guys have planned?
Well, we just went swimming earlier. Yeah. It is very hot, like you were saying earlier.
It's very, very hot.
The weather here is very different from California.
Very. I mean, there's no moisture here.
Yeah.
So don't leave bread out because it'll turn to toast. Okay. So she's like,
croutons.
For real? I know, for real. You should test it. Just put it out there. Be like, let me just see how long this takes. Yeah, it does. But
She's very curious now.
Yeah. No, it's like challenge, but But yeah, what else? So I mean, there's so many beautiful things. Especially you have not only the strip. The strip is of course nice, but make sure you guys check out other things like the Arts District,
Fremont.
downtown Las Vegas, the Fremont experience. Of course, everyone wants to go see that big old ball, that sphere.
The sphere.
I mean, that's another. There's so many more attractions and things that are being
Red
built
Rock.
out here.
I mean, there's just a lot of things that you can. I know you guys have a short trip. So is there anything besides nursing that you are studying or you aspire to be? What are your hobbies? What do you like to do outside of pageantry now?
Well, I plan to further my education to become a nurse practitioner, and I plan to specialize in neurology or cardiology.
Okay.
I've always been interested in the brain and the heart. My hobbies, I've been a Polynesian dancer for around 8 years now.
Okay.
And I also love being by the ocean, and I love the water.
So you have lots in common with MC Level Ups here.
So what group what group is there a group that you dance for back in California?
So yes, I danced with KK Pacific Island Dance Company.
Okay.
In Santa Clarita, California.
All right.
I had to leave because I went to college, but I joined a Hawaiian and Polynesian club group at Mount St. Mary's University.
Okay.
It's a funny story. One of my friends that I met through Filipino Club, I saw her do a hula for what we have called the Mass of the Holy Spirit, and I wanted to go up to her, but I met her through Filipino Club because I was too shy, and I was like, hey, you did a hula, is there a Hawaiian or Polynesian club out here I can dance to? Because I didn't see one on the list of clubs that we have. And she was like, no, actually they had to stop. That club is no longer exists, but I'm trying to reinstate it. Will you be my vice president?
Oh, this is recently.
Yeah, this was 2 years ago when I first started college, so my freshman year of college.
Oh my god!
Because I told her I dance, I really want to dance in college, I don't want to give it up, and she said, yeah, join me, help me reinstate it. So we reinstated the club, and I was vice president for 2 years, but sadly my reign has ended.
Yeah, well, you have on to the next.
Yeah.
Now she's gonna carry a new rein.
Right.
She's looking for the new reins now, so it's all good. Oh, I love that.
No, that's really cool. You know, when you have an opportunity to lead and you have to build from the ground up, and you got to build with the people that want to build with you. So that's really cool. So you're in your third year. So you have a couple more years. You'll be done next year, hopefully, right?
2 years. 2026.
26. Okay. Yeah. So you have some time. What about you girls? I know, Sophia, you just graduated high school. How is it? It's your first summer out, right?
It's weird. I feel like I'm going to go back to school in August. Like, I'm seeing all the back to school stuff in the store, and I'm like, oh, I'm not going back. But I think right now I'm going to do dental hygienist. Okay. It's something I've really been interested in. I'm probably just going to stay local right now at my community college for a little bit, get my 2-year degree there, and then maybe get a higher education later if I want to do, like, ortho or dentistry.
Yes.
Right.
These girls have lots of ambition. What about you, Lily? I know you have. She's an athlete. She's very intelligent. She's spunky. She's just all around. I know she's going to go far in her athletics. So, what do you hope for? The rest of your high school.
Well, I'm thinking, because I'm going to be a junior this year, I do want to possibly major in psychology, and I'm going to continue playing volleyball.
All right.
And there is an association called PhilAm Select for all the sports, and maybe I want to try out for the volleyball team and would play 16U.
I like it.
And they have the opportunity to travel to Manila and play there.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, somebody. Yeah, do it.
We're all going to the Philippines at this point. Let's go.
Let's go. Like, right?
Yeah, well, I am really proud of you ladies. My sister here also is a part of a wonderful Polynesian group here in Las Vegas called Tabaka Nui.
Yeah.
And so I know that, that's a very, very similar world. And, I'm glad that you brought that up because, and you're building at your school. So I'm happy for you. Hopefully that'll, establish itself and it'll just, be a legacy group that you've created. After all of this. So is there anything you want to send out to the young ladies and pageant, queens and princesses out there maybe that want to pursue this and that are kind of reluctant because there is, pageantry is not something everybody gets into. But tell our little Filipinas that are aspiring out there.
I would tell them to come out of your shell because you never know the amazing opportunities you get to have if you were to do this. I mean, I was a really quiet kid. That's why I didn't think I would do something like this. I mean, even my parents got worried because I would not talk.
Right.
But now that I am doing this, I think, why not try it?
Right.
I believe in every young Filipina girl can really do this. It's a stepping stone and it is uncomfortable, but we're not going to know where that journey takes us until we be uncomfortable.
Absolutely.
Come on.
Yes.
That's right.
That's what it is. You got to be uncomfortable to get, to grow in that process, right? Has it been a little easier now that you've kind of gone over that first hump?
Actually, yes.
Yeah.
Seeing the amount of support I have, not just from my family, but even strangers, they'll come up to me and be like, oh my God, you did so amazing. And I was just like in awe.
Right.
Like, wow, these people don't even know me, but they support me.
Absolutely. One thing I want to ask is the bikini, or the bathing suit contest, or what is it?
Girl, don't look this way.
How? I mean, for me, I'm like, I can barely wear one, but you have to, be in one and then walk the runway and stuff. How was that for you that first time? I know you've already had practice, so.
I actually haven't done my swimsuit competition yet.
You haven't?
On July 21st.
Okay.
I just had a presentation of the candidates, and we just dressed formal for that and walked. But
okay. So are you ready?
I think so.
Yay.
So I've been practicing.
Well, I will be right there with you. You go, girl, because I'm not doing it.
Do it because Auntie cannot.
Auntie not going to do it.
Auntie not going to do it.
We're going to support you. Well, we are really excited for your journey. We're here to support. PHLV is backing you up 100%. And, good luck to all the ladies that are out there. doing their best, presenting their best, and just holding it down for our Miss Philippines USA and all the candidates here in 2024. And our crew right here is the support system and the reason why things happen and people build the success that they build is because you have the support of your loved ones and are able to really lean on them at the hardest times. So
I think it's important too to also have, especially your core people too, because there will be opposition. There's going to be time that people are not going to be. Maybe you'll be like surprised because just as much as you get that support, there may be some kind of opposition, and that's going to also be challenging. But it's so good to have, especially your family support. That's so important because that's your heart, and also too but it's gonna, like you said, like you were talking about stilettos and balance. I think even you stepping out of your shell is gonna just bring more balance. And so you're right. Everybody that needs maybe more. You were saying I didn't see myself as doing this, but now I'm doing this. Already you're feeling more. There's more confidence in your voice, the way you carry yourself, the way you deliver, and you have something important to say.
Yes.
And you have a message that everyone should hear. So continue on, balance and stiletto, and balance in that bikini.
That big toe, big toe balance.
Because so exciting.
Well, we got you, girls. Whatever you need from us as support, we're here. Growing up, I know you mentioned you were, a shy girl. You really were, but we all are. We all start that way, and we build our confidence brick by brick. And with the grace of God, we just we are shining that light. So
that's right.
I think that's it. So July 28th is the big day for you. We are
so excited.
We are here, and we're excited for all of the candidates. And Sophia and Liana, do you guys have any fun words for your cousin? Last words? Parting. Maybe good luck.
Hopefully I'm there and I don't have work because I really want to see her do good.
Yes.
Hope you win.
Hey, take it out.
It's like simple. Hope you win. Period.
I like it. Straightforward.
You know what I mean? She's like, no said.
I love it, sister. Well, we are wrapping up another Mahalo Las Vegas and then some. Thank you guys for joining us. You can watch us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and on Amazon Fire TV. Listen to us on the PHLV Radio app or get us on your podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio. Thanks to our sponsors today, 9 Doors Down, TRPL Real Estate, SA Anime Designs, MC Lapalaps. We'll see you this weekend at the Holo Holo Festival.
I'll
We are
see you
so
there.
excited.
Love you guys.
Thanks, guys, for tuning in. We love ya.